Alright guys, today I was working on the head. I took it apart, took my cam out. About the cam, let me show you right quick on this. It's really easy. Let me turn the light on right quick. So what I do is, there's your timing mark right there. And if you notice the pump on the back, it will be flat. So, if I can get that to stay, it'll be this way instead of straight up and down. So what I did is I lined it up with the mark, turned it 90 degrees basically until the cam would slide up. That would keep it in time. I know I got to take all these injectors out because I made a big mess and I got to clean up everything. I'm gonna go ahead and have to take the intake off because I mean that junk is like packed in there. So give that a good cleaning. And I know I was talking about the caps whenever I left off. So as you can see, I made a pretty good mess out of it. I took 2 valves out and the rest of them. So anyway, I had some of these cups get stick. Some of them, I mean, would pop out with a magnet. So this one actually looks really almost what they should look like. If you notice, it does have a dip in it, so that needs to be replaced. And the inside has that for your hydraulic lifter. Well, so that was only good one out of the whole group because I had a whole lot of bad ones. So I think this one actually came out good. As you can see, the ends are the hydraulic lifters going out of the center though, and if you look right there, you see where it hit, so it actually bounced off the valve, and anyway, it broke the inside off of it. Now before I jump in, well, we'll keep going. So I noticed I had somebody said, this is my worst one. Somebody said if you Dremel a slot in it, you can get a screw or whatever and pull that up. Well, I'd never had any luck getting a screw into it. So what I did is I bored a hole through it. You gotta have some really hard drill bits to get through this. But and usually you will break the drill bit. So anyway, it's really hard to get through this. But this one right here was a beast to get out. So apparently this one, when it hit, it messed up the top of it. I mean, I couldn't even get it all the way out. The hydraulic lifter was stuck on the end of it, so I ended up having to break it off and then hammered this through the head, and it popped out the valve guide with it. So I have to buy new valve guides. I'll go ahead and put them new ones back in. And but let's look at the head. So this thing looks really rough right here where it is. Now I did do some of that whenever I was getting it out, but something had beat it up really bad on that top side, and I don't know. I didn't see anything to bounce around in here, but something had beat that valve up really bad. The rest of them, I mean, sort of came out decently easy. You could tell which ones were hit the worst, which ones collided with the piston the worst, because they definitely did not want to come out. So, like I said, I drilled a hole through it, and I stuck an Allen wrench actually into the hole like that. I just shaved the end of it off, stuck it into the hole, and I got a slide hammer. I mean, I actually borrowed the slide hammer, and I vice gripped this onto the tool and hammered them out. But now this one right here, it took a lot of beating to get this one out. This one was the beast of all of them. Alright, so I lined up these are my cam journals or caps, I guess you'd call them. And if you look at them, this one doesn't have a marker on it. which you know which way this goes, right? So you know it's going to go next to the pump because this is the outside. The other ones actually have numbers on them, so you can't mix them up. Well, you can't see that number on that one, but it does have a number on it. So anyway, you can't mix these up. You see that one's got a 2 on it, and then this would be a 1, which actually it does have a 1. I didn't see this one have a number on it, but oh yeah, it does. It does actually. It has a 5 on it right there. So anyway, you can't mix those up, but I kept them in line. You need to replace the bearing whenever you put it back together. Went ahead, just lined up everything basically how it came out. The cups, I mean, I don't really care about those because I'm going to have to get new ones. The valve locks. I just have to set it down. I'm probably going to get new ones of those just to, save insurance. Valve springs, I'll keep those. I reuse them. Here's all the bearings again. All of them. None of them look like they had very much wear in them, which is kind of surprising because they took a lot of abuse to hit the piston, the valve hitting the piston. So surprisingly, they didn't wear too much. You can see this. You see right there though. That one got some abuse on it. But to take that good of a lick, had really good oil pressure, I guess you could say, to keep them off. But anyway, I just wanted to update you and tell you one thing: these things are a beast whenever they hit pistons. And I hope none of y'all have that bad of luck to get these things out. So I'm gonna be looking into it a little bit more. I hope the bore on this one's still okay. Let me show you that right quick. Maybe someone on YouTube can tell me how bad this is. Let's see if I can get it. You see the top. Of course, I don't think you're using the very top right here, but it does have some roughness on it. The rest of it doesn't look bad though. So I'm gonna put it together, make sure that it flows still, because you don't want to have it stick. If it sticks, then you ruin the motor again. So I'm gonna have to definitely clean that up some. So I don't think it uses the top edge. I'll go ahead and I'm just gonna clean that up really good. Have to file it off some. This one, the hydraulic lifter was stuck on the top of it, so I had to chisel it off. And anyway, I got into it a little bit. So on the outside right here where the seal goes, about right there, I'm gonna file that down too. Just knock the burrs off. Should be good. I mean, that's just a rubber seal on that, so that I don't really care about that much. That cylinder bore though, I do care about that because that's where makes your pressure for your hydraulic lifter. But anyway, I don't feel like rambling on. If anybody knows anything about this on YouTube, if you wouldn't mind, leave me a comment and tell me what you think. But anyway, just wanted to update. So thanks for watching. Bye.